You know, in palliative care, talking to patients is like our procedure. It's the root and the fundamental piece of what we do. Because when we are trying to match treatments to patients' values, the part about getting people's values on the table is just so important. And sometimes it's harder than you might think. So the importance of the communication curriculum that we at VitalTalk have written, especially for CAPC, is because we know that CAPC has a really interesting, broad audience. So if you're a palliative care specialist who's part of a CAPC member organization, I think the communication curriculum can really help tune you up and help you be really nimble when you're dealing with your colleagues about pitfalls, pointers, best practices. If you're not a palliative care specialist, but you're a clinician who deals with serious illness, you know, even if you've never had communication training before, the CAPC curriculum is a fantastic place to start because it will give you some fundamentals and it'll give you really practical tools that you can take into the very next room where you're with a patient and family. The kind of communication skills that we have built the CAPC curriculum around are the things that you have to be able to do to give good care to patients who have a serious illness. So they're things like giving serious news, talking about prognosis, having a family conference, discussing goals of care. And we have a new module that's just coming out about advanced care planning. These are the meat and potatoes of what you need to be able to do. And if you're not really good at them, when you're doing palliative care, you're going to spend a lot more time, you're going to be a lot less efficient, and a lot less effective at getting those important values out on the table. So if you're a palliative care specialist and you've been doing this for a long time, you might think, why do I need another communication course? But here's the thing, these are really targeted, specific, easy, and kind of fun ways to work your way through communication skills. So for every patient that's in the CAPC curriculum, we have built out walking through a scenario with them, asking you what you would say next, and there's no multiple choice in this. You have to come up with the answer. And when you do put in your answer, we'll tell you what we thought. And you'll be able to see what the common pitfalls are. So if you're a specialist and you've been doing it for a long time, this is a way to tune up your skills, learn some new things for your toolbox, and feel really sharp and on top of what's happening when you're talking to patients and their families.